Good morning. So I have so much gratitude for the unfolding of life. It's not an easy journey that we have chosen. And we might, whoever's here, you might have very different beliefs and values than me, and that's okay. I really do believe that things unfold exactly perfect. We have experiences that are meant to shape us and allow for our highest evolution. And so what was really cool was I've been going through a lot lately. And as I've shared, like, about my imposter syndrome, the feelings around this, like, being single energy, and this, I'm feeling, anyway, having lots of feelings. And I did my first, like, full EMDR session on Friday. And the focus is on, like, value and worth. And, not feeling like actually wanted or, unimportant, unvalued kind of thing. It's like one of our base pieces. And anyway, and it was like fine. And I know there's an unfolding that takes place. And then this imposter syndrome, I went and did this talk about breath work, and it was so it was exciting. It was so fun to talk about something I'm excited about, and terrifying. And I was really proud of myself. And I've been doing some things lately, and I'm really proud of myself. And I'm like, good job, Alex. You're doing great. Keep going. And but there's this piece, this person that had come to one of my breathwork journeys is struggling, and that just, like, oof, that hits my, like, ooh, who am I? Like, like this feeling that I've hurt someone, even though I know there's a process, and anyway, so there's like these pieces. And I reached out to these beautiful friends who do breath work as well, and they have their own therapeutic tools that they also use. And I reached out to them for some support. And so yesterday I did the presentation, and then I went to this beautiful cacao ceremony where we talked about the maiden, the mother, and the crone. And I'm like, oh gosh, am I starting to enter the crone era? Or I'm like slowly beginning my initiation with, like, the perimenopause and just some of the things that are rising. Anyway, it's like raining outside. I live in a beautiful, beautiful coastal town out east, and it does this thing where it, like, rains fog, and it doesn't really look foggy, but the fog is falling. Oh, it's so beautiful as the sun is rising right now. Anyway, so, last night, these friends who just, like, held me with so much, like, love, I had read their messages earlier in the day, and it just felt so good to feel, and I wasn't feeling, like, just so great, and I was really tired, and then I just remembered their message, and something clicked inside me, and I fell to my knees just crying, and with not only this, like, weird gratitude, it was this intense grief. And then I got to meet with, like, this younger part of myself, who I had started reconnecting to last summer in going through some of my grandmother's photos, because her dementia is causing her to throw a whole bunch of stuff away. And my dad's like, oh, do you want me to hold on to them and you can go through the photos? And I'm like, sure. And and I found this one photo of me when I was little, and I had seen this level of joy on her face. And I'm like, wow, that's, yeah, that. And the funny thing is I don't know where the photo went. Like I was looking at it, and then I went back through the pile and I couldn't find it. It was gone. I'm like, okay, well, I remember that snapshot. And she had I had cut my hair really short. I think it was in grade 3. Because I had a nice teacher who was nice to me. And she had a short, they were called skater's cuts, like, you know, the short kind of like mushroom cuts that like blended in the back. And so, you know, life wasn't always easy at home. Like there was always, of course, good times and things weren't easy, but school was a part of my place to go to get acceptance, usually from my teachers, because I didn't have lots of friends. And anyway, but all the pictures I remember of me during that time are me wearing something colorful, me doing something, or anyway, but I just remember the smile. And I'm like, yeah. And it feels like, this is gonna sound interesting, as I was on my knees, crying and grieving and all of the things that would like wash up into my psyche and awareness. There was a moment I looked around my room and I saw like healing your inner child stuff, like my tarot stuff, some like oracle cards, like, you know, very into all these like unique healing alternative type modalities and spiritual practices. And it's like she was saying like, like she was leaving these breadcrumbs for me so I could find her again. And I was like, what? You know, like sometimes on the healing journey, we think that we're searching out. I've been searching out like these layers of truth. Like, what is this? What are we? Who are we? Why are we here? And hoping that like understanding this is going to help heal, relieve some of this pain of this life. And it does. I mean, it fascinates me and makes me so curious, and brings joy and excitement as I discover and learn new things. But when I had that short haircut, it felt like the world, and maybe I'm applying this as the truth, maybe it wasn't, but it was soon after that time a lot of things started changing for my family in a big way. And but at that time, school was no longer a safe place, and even going out in community, everybody would like tease me and make fun of me, and I would struggle so much. And I can just think of every time I've done inner child work, I've gone back to these parts that are afraid, uncomfortable, don't want to connect, are terrified, are angry, like different ages and stages. And I'd never met this one before in any of my inner child work. And but here she was, and she was the one that had a level of joy and excitement. And I'm like, yeah, and she found me. And then there was this grief of like all the times that I let her down, and how like life couldn't hold her, like my life couldn't hold her, for many reasons, and no, hate on the reasons. But wow, that the journey like culminated in this moment was fascinating. and like trusting that all like the sore spots do connect to a piece. And when I think of all the people that have come into my life to this moment, and all of the experiences and the feelings of loneliness, and just looking and trying to connect to my joy and my passion and my excitement. And like, I cut my hair at the end of October, I think, because of that part of me that had been like so shamed, and just that part was like just coming up to be met. And so to see it be met in this new way where you know, she's been there the whole time, of course. But that interesting piece that maybe she was leaving breadcrumbs for me to find her, like in terms of, is she, you know, time isn't real. We know this on many layers when it comes to like physics, quantum physics, and things like that. That time is this really nebulous thing that humans have to have this experience, really. And so it was weird because it felt like she was the wise one. She was the wise one. And I'm like, but she was a child. How is she the wise one? But she is, of course. And oh, it was so beautiful. It was just beautiful to meet her, or meet that part of myself. And feeling like it was a higher peace. And so it was so nice. And it showed me like this love that my friends gave me and can hold for me, just like blew me open. Because myself, and I apologize for all the noise, I just wanted the window to be open. It's so lovely. The sun is shining. It's beautiful today. And the world, I can look out into the world and see all the ways it doesn't want me to be here, or doesn't want me to shine, or doesn't accept me. And it's like so full and real and painful. But then when I have these like magical beings, these friends of mine that literally, like, what did I do to deserve so much love? And I didn't have to do anything. They just loved me. And I can look at that like little part of myself, that young version, and like just hold her with so much love. And like, she showed me so much love. And it was just fascinating. So I wanted to share that. And, you know, again, everything is a culmination of pieces. Was it the Emdr? Was it, it was a combination of, pardon me, it was a combination of everything. And when I think of that age, I was alone a lot that time. But I would go to the park and I'd play and have so much fun. And I was wearing all these like colorful clothes. And like I said, like there were just pictures of me smiling. And I just remember so much like performative self. And it feels like after that time, it was time to like be the performative self. It couldn't be the me anymore. And so I'm really excited about what comes next for me. And it was hard because some things that came up is, why would I accept anything less than that kind of love? I don't have to. I've always believed I don't have value and worth, and that I had to do things to have value and worth. And these friends showed me I don't. And that's what we're working on in Emdr. I just am worthy. And as I start to integrate that and I look at some of the people in my life, like, I don't know if they're gonna, how much longer, how much more time they have with me, or what space I want to give them in my life. Because that's the kind of love that I deserve. And like, wow. For me to say that and believe it is scary. So, I wish you so much self-compassion as you navigate your journey. And the ups and downs that come with it. And allowing the opportunity for grace when it arrives and holding it with like love and truth. Because yeah, we do deserve that kind of love. We deserve to be held so fully, just as we are, imperfections and all. Thank you.